Good day everyone. My name is Mark Niog and this is the continuation about the topic of habit. Habit has principles. Principles. Actions done by force of habit are voluntary in cause unless a reasonable effort is made to counteract the habitual inclination. Habit is developed through reinforcement and repetition. So, reinforcement encourages the repetition of a behavior or response each time the stimulus that provoke the behavior recurs. The behavior becomes more automatic with each repetition. Some habits may form on the basis of a single experience, particularly when emotions are involved. Next is habits are either good or bad. Habits are either good or bad when people are distracted or feeling particularly tired. Some of us are overwhelmed, they fall back on good habits as well as bad habits. Habits are voluntary in cause because they are the result of previously willed acts done repeatedly as a matter of a fact. So, old habits are hard to break and new habits are hard to form because the behavioral patterns which humans repeat become imprinted in neural pathways. But it is possible to form new habits through repetition. Habits are a learning mechanism. All we have to do is to repeat something and get rewarded for it. And we're learning a habit. Next is action and emotion. Action and emotion stated that man does not act the way robot does without feeling or emotion. So, emotions can influence the generation of an action in two ways. The tendency and readiness to act and to decision to act. Different emotions corresponds to different patterns of actions. Emotions are generally instinctive in origin. Neither the degree of their intensity, clarity, or awareness makes them human acts to be judged as good or evil. They become good or evil by the attitude of the person manifesting them. Example, love is a decision. Action follows emotion. Love comes from the underlying emotions we feel as a humans to another human. Love is a decision to be open and to share with. You don't feel like it. A person who nourishes his feelings of hostility towards another is more prone to acquire the motive for inflicting harm on the object of his hatred. Some of us, if we think into negative ways too much, emotion can turn into something like having a bad behavior or attitude. Example are those persons that are experiencing depression and anxiety. They tend to be sensitive even if it is a small thing. Refinement of emotion. Refinement of emotion are emotions as factors affecting human motivation and behavior. Ethic deals with emotions as factors affecting human motivation and behavior. Instead of repressing them, it calls for their refinement. This means that man is expected to act not only with his mind and body but precisely with his heart and soul. Of course, doing good for another is not a virtue unless it comes from the love of what is good. According to Bernard Haring says that education through proper discipline and cultivation of emotional life in which you include the cultivation of the values of character and disposition is in many ways more significant than the tense training of willpower. The aims of ethics is not to turn man into an efficient machine to do things, rather, it hopes to transform man by inner spiritual conversion. Bernard stated that I concerned with the modification and shaping of students not just to be knowledgeable but to have a good behavior by providing a good environment, since we believe that we are a type and we are the product of our environment. Filipinos refers to us as kagandaang loob. It refers to attitude. So, kagandaang loob refers to mapagmahal, maunawain, may pakiramdam, may pakikiramay, matulungin, masayain, at hindi mapagkunwari. Okay, so moving forward on chapter 4. I will explain the introduction briefly and the next report will elaborate the topic. The ends of human acts. The ends of human acts state that man does not act aimlessly. When he acts, it is because he enjoyed the action or because he wants to achieve something by the action. So, end of the act, which is the meaning of the end, is the purpose or a goal of an act. The end of an act. So, the end of an act is the meaning of end, is the purpose or goal of an act. It is either the end of the act itself or the end of the doer. That's all. Thank you.